Hello and welcome back to the Calculator Review, hosted on Caliquin.com. Today I have something a little different. This is a sport watch, water resistant, something or other. I don't know the brand of this, but as you can see it came from the other side of the world. I got this on eBay for pretty cheap. I think it was only like $1.50, and took a while for it to get here, but it's here, and it works. So, yeah, you can see the clock portion of it works. But anyway, I'm gonna get this thing open and take a look at it. Now, I've been wanting to review one of those Casio watches that are kind of known for having their calculator built into it. They were popular back in the 80s, I believe, and just kind of vanished. But unfortunately, those are pretty expensive, and I haven't been able to get my hands on one yet. So I figured I'd do the next best thing and just get the cheapest possible one I could find. So this is R-Time Sport Watch. No information on the back. So yeah, this has it's a pink strawberry. Kind of cute. The band is very, very weak. Oh, just a moment, sorry. My cat is being rather noisy with his litter box. Okay, so so this feels very cheap, and that's really not surprising at all. Like I said, this thing did not cost me much money at all, and alright, so we'll deal with that in just a moment. But anyway, I want to see how this thing feels. My previous watch gave me a rash, but that's mostly dealt with. And my wrist might be too big for this. This is this is very difficult to get on. The band is not very good. Oh, but it does just barely fit. Barely makes around my wrist. Alright, cool. So, here we go. And I'm not gonna lie, that looks very snazzy. I like the way this looks a lot. So, anyway, let's check out the calculator portion. The buttons are very small, but, I mean, you kind of have to expect that with a calculator of this size, and given the fact that it's, you know, a watch. They can only do so much with the space they had, but I mean, they did kind of waste it with the strawberry, but you know, that's part of the appeal for this one. Here, let's see if I can get get it to show the way it's supposed to look. So let's check out some of the features of this. There is a square root function, which is really rare, but I doubt that this is sophisticated enough to actually know 2 square root times 2 square root. And yeah, not a surprise there that it's 1.9999998. Let's see. I'm not sure what the S is. Oh, that's probably for setting the clock. So let's see if we can get back to that. But yeah, it's an okay calculator. I mean, honestly, I would expect it to be a lot worse than it is, given how small it is and how cheap it is, but no, it's fine. 2.5. I mean, the buttons are very responsive. I'm not having a whole lot of trouble pressing anything. Yeah. Okay, so the negative feature is a little bit awkward. So you saw that I did 1 minus a bunch of numbers. In order to show negative, it only shows it up in the very, very top corner. It's hard to see, even when it's not just on camera. Like, I don't think this is showing up at all on the camera. So, one minor problem, but, I mean, I guess as long as you're paying enough attention, you'll probably be able to see that. So, let's see, minus 600, yeah. So you can tell that it's negative, but if you're not paying close attention, you might mistake a negative for a positive. Anyway, so I'm going to get this thing off. The band is very cheap. It's just some cheap flexible plastic of some sort. Not great. Not uncomfortable though. Anyway, I noticed that this kind of came loose, so let's see if we can get this thing popped open and take a look at the insides of this. Okay. Oh, sorry, hit my head on the microphone. Okay, what do I have? Really don't want to damage this. Even though, I mean, I could get another one for very, very cheap, but you know, I prefer not to spend money when I don't have to. Okay, yeah, that just pops right out. And that reveals the interior of this calculator. So this is interesting. It looks like the band is... Huh. So you can easily replace this band if you hated it that much, but you really like the strawberry aesthetic they went for. So that's kind of nice. So anyway, I'm going to set that aside and grab my screwdriver set. Oop. Okay, let's get this thing completely disassembled. Looks like there are 2 screws that hold this whole thing together, which is nice because that makes it nice and easy. Very, very small screws. And oh no, looks like these 2 screws that hold on the battery cover also need to come out. Kind of irritating, but I'm not going to fault a calculator for being hard to disassemble past this point, because honestly, like, getting the battery, not an issue. Just had to pry off the back. So I mean, it's not a solar calculator, but at least the battery's easy to replace. That's always good. All right, let's see if we can. Kind of annoying that that's held on by screws. Usually those are just soldered on. Okay, let's get this out. And, this is pretty cool actually. This is the entire calculator fits entirely on this tiny chip. I like that. Gotta be careful because that screen can fall off really easily. It won't break or anything, it's just, actually I'll show you. So these are just laid down on top. There's nothing actually holding it in place other than just the force of everything being pressed together. And I find these screens fascinating because sometimes you can actually get them to light up, or not light up, but show numbers just by pressing your finger up against it, and it'll give just enough current to actually show something on the screen. It's not working here, but occasionally it works. It's kind of neat when it does. So, yeah, let's get this. I want to see how. Yeah, very, very strange that they would use screws to hold on the battery. A little bit annoying, but not a major problem, not a deal breaker for this thing. And like I said, I got this thing super cheap. It just took a while to show up, and kind of forgot. One of those, I just kind of forgot that it was coming in, and then one day it was in my mailbox, and I was excited. And I'm kind of excited now because this is a pretty cool little calculator. I'm whatever the opposite of disappointed is. Appointed? Surprised. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, almost got this screw. So, oh, I'm not going to put this back together right now because I got to get pictures of this for the review for my website. But, yeah. Honestly, I did not expect to actually like this thing. I thought it was just going to be some cheap thing, which it is. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not made of cheap materials, but it's well constructed, well designed, easy to use, easy to change the battery out. Yeah, for what it is, I can't complain too much. And if you're looking for a watch calculator, and they do have different fruits, that is something I forgot to mention. I think they sent this one at, like I didn't get to select what fruit I was going to get, or color. So they had other things, I think, I want to say watermelon, cherry, lemons maybe. I honestly don't remember. It was a long time ago that I ordered this. But I got strawberry, which is fine. I'm okay with strawberries. And I do like the colors. The pink is very bright. It'll make this watch slash calculator stand out really well. And yeah, it's a nice piece. So yeah, definitely not something I would not recommend. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great week.